It's not hard. It's not aligned. During these times, we have to be very, very careful with the words that we use. Those are frequencies and energies that we are putting out here into the world, your world. And it is so easy to just get caught up in a program of some basic so called English language that is filled with so many spells, and most of them that is set up to keep you stuck, stagnant, and in a loop. We often hear people consistently saying, oh, that's hard, or this is when I do this, that's hard, and it's hard out here. And when I try to do these things, it's hard. And even when it comes to the word challenge, that can be, it's not as, when it comes to words, we take a lot of pauses now too to see what it is that we can articulate that will be for our most agreeable outcome for what it is that we want to experience moment to moment. And so even that word may not be as disagreeable as hard. We have to recognize that there's a certain thing that is considered being in alignment with what it is that you truly desire, being in alignment with what it is that you you want to experience moment to moment. So if you're someone who's out here and you're looking for, say, a job, and you apply to all these places and all these things, and it's not working, and you meet someone, they say, oh yeah, it's really hard out here, it's really hard to find help or places and things like that. It's not hard at all. It's just not in alignment. That is not what your soul wants you to do. That is not the direction or the path that it wants you to go on in order for you to attract what it is that you desire. And that is something that is very important to really understand, because we live in a world where people are experiencing multiple different things based off of their own projections and their programs. So that's why it's important for you to really take into consideration, what are you tuning into in every moment? What are you listening to? Who is around you? How do they speak? How do they feel? What are you putting inside of your body when you eat? Are you aware of parasites that's energetic and also physical? It's like you have to just pause and really just slow down and really just get yourself tuned to what it is that is in alignment for what it is that you really want to attract, that makes you feel good and truly brings you happiness and fulfillment. Because there are so many pieces to being able to get yourself so focused and so aligned that something as simple as a word could take you off of your path. This is just a channel message that came through, that we recognize that so many people, just say that it's just hard. And then we even think about how, like, say, a table, and you knock on it, you will say that surface is hard, but technically it's not really hard. It's a bunch of atoms that is just vibrating at a certain frequency. So it's just really, if you're feeling this message, really take the time to really start trusting your higher self, your inner knowing, and just know that it's not going to guide you on a path that is not going to get you to your fulfillment, your desires. So it's not aligned for you to go out there wasting your energy putting yourself back into a situation that is not beneficial for you, putting you in a situation that's going to keep you stuck and stagnant, instead of allowing yourself to really trust what you cannot see, but know that is going to work out for you. It is truly just time to really just tune into you, tune into your higher self, and just tune into how you feel, because you will have these parasites or the program or other people that come up and show up in your life and try to talk you out of something that's going to take you away from what is destined for you, for what is aligned for you, for what is true for you, by trying to put you on a path that is of scarcity, of fear, of lack. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I have to be here. No, you don't. You who is telling you that? And if it doesn't feel like, do it feel good that you have to be pressured into making things happen? No. It is time to really just be, just really just allow moment to moment. Okay, like if you're someone that's always been chasing things, and chasing comes from lack too instead of attracting, that's another thing. You're not meant to chase anything because it runs away from you. And it takes too much energy and too much time and too much work. And it takes you away from who you truly are meant to be. So when you keep this in mind, I'm going to say this last thing. Your energy, where it goes, that's what you attract. That's what, the how and everything like that. So if you're giving energy to chasing, if you're giving energy to false programs, false matrices, false ways of being, and you're giving so much energy to that, then that is exactly why you are not experiencing your highest desires and your highest outcomes. Because your energy is not being placed in a space where you can really hone in and attract your highest desires and your highest outcomes. It's misplaced. So just consider that. And for those of you who use that word hard, it's not hard. It's just not in alignment. And that's something to really consider. Because if you are so fixated on living a certain life and creating a certain life for yourself, then obviously you're going to run into what people may consider delays or dead end roads and things of that nature. And those are just protection, because Spirit is letting you know that that is not the way. If you're really serious about attracting your desires and your highest outcomes, then the old ways is not going to work anymore. The false systems, the false programs, that doesn't work. So you will have to be more creative. We're meant to create. We are creative beings. So meaning we create the path, and we trust our spirit team to help put people in places and situations in our path so that we can do it. And it's okay if you have to sit there and not do nothing until something comes to you. That is okay. You don't have to just keep going, because then you create force. You're forcing things. And when you force, that doesn't feel good. That creates friction. And that is not alignment. Our desire is that you have so much wholeness and so much love. And that this fed you in some type of way that opened up a door inside of you that will allow you to really see and know that all is truly well. And that everything is truly inside of you. And when you allow yourself to really feel that peace and that knowing and that trust, that inner beingness and that knowingness will rise up and really reflect out into your reality of all of the desires and outcomes that's the highest and agreeable for you, will happen, because that is the truth.